Hi you guys, it's Ricky. Welcome back to my channel. This is an awful angle, I'm aware. Today we are going to be going through my top 10 of 2025. So I haven't really put them in the correct order, but I guess I kind of have. I don't know. Number one, all year I was like, that's my number one book. That's my number one book. I went back on TikTok and I watched my review and I only gave it a 4. I was comparing it to a book that I had just read in December before. It was like just a day or two before. Then I was also comparing it to another book that I read of hers. And so, yeah, I rated it a 4. So that's why I'm like, well, should that be my number one? Because it wasn't even a 5-star, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, in no particular order, we're going to start with If It Makes You Happy. I love this book. I'm also going to try to kind of describe the book. Warning, I'm not going to do very well because I read a book and then I forget about it. So If It Makes You Happy, it had to do in a Stars Hollow-like little town. She's, I believe they're both in their 30s. She was with a jerk of a husband. They got divorced. She goes to this town and of course she meets like this little golden retriever guy. She was very serious and not the small town type of girl, you know. She was very like corporate girl, city girl type. And he was also a single dad of 2 girls. And yeah, so it was a very sweet story. Some things happen. It takes place over like Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, I believe. Yeah, I liked it. Next one is All Grown Up, I think, by V. Keelan. I can't remember. It was an age gap. I think that it was a woman that matched with a guy. Again, I'm trying to remember it just on the spot. Matched with the guy that when she showed up, she realized that it was actually like the boy that lived next door and it's her son's friend that, you know, they kind of like grew up together, but they only saw each other during the summer, I'm pretty sure. And he, you know, she leaves the restaurant and then he ends up like saying like, let's just go out, let's go out, let's go out. Finally, she says yes, and, you know, things happen. Next is Big Chicas Don't Cry. That was a good one by Annette Chavez Macias. I don't remember that. I can't remember. Sorry. That was a good one. I think it's like maybe 4 or 5 cousins that you get the different POVs, and it just talks about like, I think the grandmother passed away at the beginning. It's just like the different, like, you know, because you're really close, and especially like Hispanics, I'm sure other nationalities are the same way, but Hispanics, you grow up like very close and you have a lot of cousins, you know. Mexicans are known for that. And then you grow up and it's like everyone kind of just does their own thing and becomes completely different people, and it shows like the struggles of that and how it kind of affected everyone. And yeah, that was a good one. Tu Sufre Adios by the same author. That one was really good and it made me very hungry. Her mom dies of cancer, and at the funeral a man comes up and says like, oh, I'm your dad. She gets very mad, and because she was always told that her dad was like not a very good person, I think. And then there's some like job issues. I'm pretty sure like SA happens, and the dad offers her like come and help me. You're like, my mom just passed or something, I don't know, and I need you to get this house ready for me or fixed up. And father-daughter type relationships, a lot of good Mexican food. That's all I can remember. If she says yes, again, another age gap. She's older. I believe that she is Black. He is Hispanic. It was very spicy. I loved it. Tomas, I think is his name. And I think that, again, maybe I'm mixing those two up. I don't know, but I think that his friend is her son. I don't know, but it was one of my favorites, and I will read it again. But it was good. It was spicy. She's having to like kind of choose. I don't know. I can't. I'm mixing up with the other one. The story that I told for All Grown Up might be the story for this one. I don't know, but it was good. Okay, so now top 5. Lucas by Carrie and Cole. He is okay. So she has been cheated on. She's getting a divorce, and she always wanted a tattoo. He always said, "Oh, I don't like that." So she goes and she makes an appointment. Actually, I think her friend gives her like a gift certificate or whatever that she won. She goes to make an appointment with Lucas, who is younger than her. As you can see, I love a good age gap, and this year I was into the reverse age gaps. Lucas is muscle man, long hair, tatted up, and he's just so gentle. Even though it's like she was getting like a full leg tattoo, I'm pretty sure. Like, what do you call them instead of a sleeve? What do you call it? Like a pant leg? Anyway, she was getting tattoo, like a huge tattoo, and it was free. And like he was just so gentle with her, and they went out a couple times, like just like because she would go after work, and so like he'd be closing up, and they went out like for a sandwich or something. And Carrie and Cole can write some good men that just don't exist in the real world, sadly. He's everything. Okay, maybe that'll be my number 1, since my number 1 was a lie. Okay, next, Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. Wow, I loved that. I mean, I loved that book. It made me cry. It made me laugh. It just, I read it in December, of course. It's a Christmas book, and I loved it. Okay, so that's going to be my 2. Let's say that is my number. No, I don't know. I love it. She's getting visited by a ghost of Christmas past, and it's so delicious, and I'm not even going to say anything else because you need to read it. I don't care what time of the year it is. Go read that. Hi, Editing Ricky here. I'm at work, and I have a break, so I thought I'd edit this video, and I realized that I left one out. So this is my list of my top 9 books of the year, not 10. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you the one that I left out, which was, what was it? Hold on. The Wrong Heart by Jennifer Hartman. It was really good. It was about, okay, so it starts off, I'm like looking at the computer while I'm talking, so that's why. Anyway, starts off, her and her husband are just like really stupid cute, in love. They're just there waiting for like a taxi or something, and a guy comes up and takes her purse. Well, the husband chases after him and takes the purse back. He ends up, I don't know if he gets hit by a car, or I don't really remember what happened, but he goes to the hospital. Oh, he dies. When she's there at the hospital, she sees the purse, and she's like, he died for this. And it was just like nothing of any sentiment. It was nothing. And so she ends up, I don't remember how she meets this other guy. I think he's like working on her house or something. She finds out that he has like a heart transplant, and there's also some like talking online, but she doesn't know that it's him, but he finds out that it's her. And I really don't remember, but it has to do with the heart, which I won't give that away. It is a really good book. I think it was like a 5-star read for me, so I do really recommend reading it. And I cried at the end, but it was a good ending, but I cried. I cry all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna say On the Island. Another age gap. Now, this one is a little bit, I understand. Don't judge me. It just don't judge me. This starts off, she's his teacher. I know, stop it. He, don't know their names, but he missed a lot of school because he was he had cancer, so he was out. He was sick, he had chemo and stuff like that, and I think she like tutored him or something, I don't know, but they're going on a trip, and she was going to help him on the flight, gonna meet the parents over there, all of that. Well, they get on the plane, and there was like delays and stuff, and I think they had to get off the plane and then get on another one, and it was this small one. It was a small plane, and it was this guy that it was kind of shady. Okay, they shouldn't have gotten on it, because they got on it, and the guy, they noticed that they're kind of like dipping, and they get up to see, or she gets up to see, and she's trying to keep him calm because he's kind of freaking out, and she gets up, guy is not doing well, and he said, you need to, I think he's like kind of talking her through certain things. Man has a heart attack, okay? Poor man dies, okay? Plane crashes into the ocean. They are on this island. They're on this island for years, okay? They grow up. He is no longer a child, okay? So it's okay now. Things happen on this island. That's all I'll say. But it was good. It was so good. It was so good. They were on this island for years, okay? He was a man. And the stuff they had to go through, like they both almost died so many times. There was a bat, and there was sharks, and there was, oh God, it was sickness. It was so good, okay? It was so good. Now, what I had was my number one. Now going through this, I'm rethinking things, plus the whole TikTok video. It was Asher by Carrie and Cole. But I think, again, another tatted up rock star. Oh, the other guy was kind of a rock star. They're all like kind of like the same, related and stuff. You got to look it up. So Asher, she is in, actually, the lady was in a coma. She was like 28, 29. She's in a coma for like 8 years, wakes up, doesn't remember him, and doesn't remember a lot of things. She doesn't remember anything, pretty much. She doesn't remember anything. And she pretty much falls in love with him again. He's a rock star, so he's just, she's watching these videos, and she's like, oh my gosh, like, kind of having she's a fangirl, but it's her husband. So, I mean, yeah, there's some like sadness in there because she wants him to love the Ember that she is. Her name is Ember. She wants him to love the Ember that she is, and not the Ember that used to be. And so there's a lot of back and forth, and she's having to relearn everything, like how to walk and how to, who she is, just how to live and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to say top 3. Let's do Asher, number 3. Number 2 is Good Spirits. And On the Island is going to be my number 1 of 2025. I think that's what we're going to do. I don't know. But that's my top 10. So, yeah. So that's it. What were your top 10? Leave it in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like if you like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more content from yours truly. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Look at this hair. Ew. Bye.